Could
thought
you
that was fun.
see Jeff Bezos trying to buy the Super Bowl rights anytime soon?
Well, it won't be soon, but I do think, now I'm reading things. People are like, well, it didn't transform how we watch. Yeah, like it's not going to change. Like we just talked about, this is what Amazon does. They're the best distributors of products in the world. And what they mostly do is distribute other people's products. And then they make their own in some cases, but they mostly kind of. So what are they doing now? They're distributing the NFL. They made their own product in terms of their booth, which they bought from ESPN and NBC. And so you look at where will we be a decade from now? I think next week people will make a big deal about the numbers, whatever they are. Amazon was promising 12.5 million people to their advertisers.
Mm.
If you look last year and previous years, Fox and NFL Network are getting around 15 million for Thursday night. I've been told from a number of executives, both in the league and also networks, to expect more like 7 or 8 million for this first time out. So the numbers won't be there, but where will they be in 10 years, right? And when the next contracts are up, do I think they can be in position to get a bigger deal, get more playoff games? They have a chance to get a playoff game through this deal if they hit certain numbers. But yeah, do I think they could one day get a Super Bowl? I do, and I think, Dan, you're one of the legends from ESPN, and and help make that what it was in 1987 when ESPN got the NFL. Did it transform ESPN and how we watch sports? I would say yes, right? You could talk about 79 when in its inception, but the NFL is what put ESPN on that next level.
Yeah.
Amazon has the NFL. If you're going to build out, and it's going to be different than what cable is, different than what broadcast is, if you're going to build out a sports, having live games, having shows, this is where you start. It's Thursday Night Football, the NFL, and then you build from there. So I think when you look long term, obviously the issue is everyone's going to have to be able to get the stream, perfectly. And I think people act like, well, that's impossible. And maybe it is. I don't know the technology, but where will we be 5-10 years?
Oh, yeah.
So that's where I think, so to answer your question, do I think they'll get it next contract? I'd probably say no if I were predicting. The one after that, I think I could see Amazon in play for that. But even maybe next contract, they have more money than anybody. That's the scary thing for the networks when they compete with Amazon and Apple.